Today we're playing Mount Blade Bannerlord, one of the best strategy action RPGs out there. Let's go. And it all starts like any other campaign, making your character. Choosing the Empire, of course. After choosing the culture, get on with making the character, which includes customization of looks, choosing the background and adolescence for the character, which gives you starting skills and starting perks. Then we get on with making the banner, getting a clan name. I've had some pretty silly clan names before, so I decided to not go that way this time. Then I chose the name that the game gave me because I think it sounds kind of funny. Salasos? I kind of like that name. That sounds funny. And here we are at the start of the game. Heads up, we are playing with the MakeCalradiaGreatAgain mod, which makes the game less bland and balances out the factions, which is why the colors of the factions are a bit different than what you're used to. I head into the Nustica to get our first recruits of a warband, then sell some of the starting gear that we don't need and use that money to buy a bunch of variety of food to level up our stewardship early game. After having done all my business in the town, we head out, recruit some more Imperial recruits, and then we find our first rebels. And we get into our first battle of the game. Oh, our cavalry doesn't even have a spear. I mean, it should be fine if the horse is fast enough. As you can see, the looters here have shields. They have shields and spears, they have different weaponry. The MakeCalradiaGreatAgain mod also changes the looters and the bandits in the game, making them a bit more difficult and more balanced. Are we losing? Not anymore. We luckily dunk on the first rebel gang and we move on. Since our recruits were able to kill 8 rebels without dying, they are all able to level up. So I level them up into Imperial Light Auxiliary Cavalry. And the reason why is because it costed no horses to upgrade into this light cavalry. And having cavalry in your warband early on can really help with movement speed, as you don't have to buy any horses, and horses are really expensive. You already have cavalry in your troops, which increases your base movement speed. Not being able to zoom around the map, we have no troubles catching rebels at all. So that's what I keep doing for a while. Grinding these rebels, defeating them, putting them into the dirt, and stealing all of their loot. Now, I gotta be honest, the auxiliary cavalry, not the best. They don't have spears, they have pretty fast horses, they have really low armor. They're only useful against rebels, but that's what I was doing, so it didn't really matter. Fuck. After defeating quite many rebel groups and plundering a lot of riches, I decided to recruit more troops and make a bigger warband, so we start doing quests. And the first quest we do is the Caravan Ambush. Not too difficult, but not too easy either.
There you go.
There they are. Let's go, brothers. I did buy a better horse before this battle and it really helped out. Same with the cavalry. We were able to wear down the enemy soldiers before they met ours and it made us win with a landslide victory. I was pretty happy with such a smooth victory, getting a lot of loot and getting paid for the caravan ambush as well. We head back to the town again where we got the quest from, sell some of the loot, and I hop into a tournament. That looks cursed. Okay, bro. Dude, you should have jumped on top of his horse and right behind him. Oh, now's our time to shine. Now's our time to shine. Let's go! There we go.
Hello there! Hello there, Governor!
Come at me, bro. Yeah, you about to get clapped. He's a little kid as well. I'm here to help you, my love. What? Why did I say that? I guess me and this guy's married now. Didn't. Oh, I dodged and weaved, man. I ducked it. Okay. Okay. So that went really well. I'm glad we won. I just sold it. I just sold the helmet immediately. And my money, the reason why it didn't go up is because I gave it to a homeless person. After a successful tournament, I go back and do what I know I can do best. Killing bandits and rebels. Like in the shield, you can just see Salad Sauce's face. It's like, hey, man. Some battles, of course, went better than others, as these rebels can be kind of scary. They have shields, swords, spears, and pikes. We also attacked the hideout, which went successfully, thankfully, which launched us into Clan Tier 1, enabling us to have more troops and more companions, if we were to recruit companions, of course. We also jumped into a nearby tournament because it had some good armor. There we go. Another one. Oh shit. Nice.
Let's kill them all!
Oh, that was so close. After a close victory tourney, I changed the colors of our banner to purple and red. We also helped out a nearby village with extortion by deserters. And I also bought a new two-handed sword, a Asarai Phalanx. And it was really bad. This Phalanx fucking sucks, man. On the positive side, it was a landslide victory because we just had way too many troops for enemies to deal with. We were amassing quite the army. We had some experienced troops, we had a bunch of recruits as well, we had a little bit of cavalry. Our warband was getting pretty strong at this point, and I was pretty happy with it. I was trying to mainly focus on infantry troops, as I didn't really have access to good cavalry. The only cavalry troops we really had was the Equite Imperial Noble Tree, but I couldn't find too many of them, so I just focused on having mostly infantrymen with swords, and then having some spearmen mixed in there to counter cavalry. Skipping a few days forward, around the 50-day mark, we get a courier from Monchug of the Kuzite, and he's offering us 200 gold as a mercenary per influence. Of course I accept, because that's an insane amount of gold. But the thing is, they weren't even at war. The Kuzite aren't even at war, so we're just getting free money while they are not at war. It's kind of amazing. I gotta say that. You don't really stumble upon that a lot. Okay, they're not at war. They just want mercenaries? Sure. Sure. After such wonderful news, of course, go to a nearby town and we accept a tournament to celebrate. And I get absolutely clapped and we lose that tournament. What? So, you know, we just move on. And again, we're back at what we do best. Beating the crap out of bandits and rebels. Showing them that they are nothing and weak and just terrible. Of course, the battle didn't go as planned, but, you know, stuff happens. Like, what can you do? You have to improvise, you know? We get it. Yep. Run! Run! Run, man! Run! Yo, army, help me! I'll fucking smack ya! Smack! Come here, man. You got a little bit out of hand. Huh, you get it? Anyways, landslide victory as always, and we move on. At this point, we have gathered quite the coin. We go into the closest town, and I decided to buy some gear, finally. A new helmet, a new chest plate, some new shoulder guards, a new spear, a new shield. We got a dress for the occasion. We're starting to become quite a powerful clan here. Having become the new fashion idol in all of Calradia, we of course go into the closest tournament and we celebrate, or try to celebrate at least. Come here, boy. Hello, man. Yeah! Let's go! With such a clean victory, we go and celebrate the celebration itself. And we go and bully the hell out of some rebels. And also look at the scenery, it's beautiful. And of course, I don't know where our mercenary pact with the Kuzai take a spin, take a turn. And we're at war with the Southern Empire. And we come across a huge battle that we of course have to join.
Infantry! Infantry!
We shouldn't really have joined this, to be honest, because we're on the Empire side. I'm sorry, fellow Imperials. We're dead. Didn't take long for me to fall in battle, of course, with only under 20 HP. The battle fiercely rages on, and somehow, and luckily, which I'm kinda happy about, we lost, and the Empire side won. After that huge battle, I feel I have wronged the fellow Imperials, and I leave the mercenary contract with Kuzite. And I move on to re-recruit our fallen warband, and we have now switched sides, turncoat style. We're now fighting for the Southern Empire against the Kuzite horde. I retreat further into the Empire to recruit more troops and to also level them to fight against other bandits and rebels, as having around 50 recruits in a battle against Kuzite horse archers doesn't really work. Our recruits are actually doing pretty well here. I don't want to kill too many of them because, you know, I want them to level up and all. We also take up arms against some Sturgeon deserters, as killing more higher tier troops will also result in more XP. So I was like, why not? Fuck. With a couple of days of fighting criminals, we have been able to acquire a okay-ish average warband that is able to fight. Not any high-quality troops or anything shock-worthy or whatever, but it's doable. It's there. On our way to the Eastern Front, we quickly find news that Lucan of the Northern Empire also declares war. This is kind of bad news for the Southern Empire, which we're now a part of. Kind of. Held by a contract. Like, why do you have to go against us? I didn't get it. I don't know which empire we should even work for. I haven't really decided if we should work for the Southern Empire, the Western Empire, or the Northern Empire. I don't know who I agree with. While having my own political struggle, we head deep into Kusai territory to do a tactic that I love to do. Pretty much just killing off any reinforcing, any gathering armies inside Kusai territory so they don't join the front line. Because that's pretty much what we can do. We don't have a lot of troops. We have a small warband. We can't really do that much. He has way more troops than us, but I feel like we'll win the melee with the infantry, and I feel like that's what matters. We could potentially just do a shield wall and wait for them, or we spread out and run into their infantry. Since I didn't have the strongest cavalry, I decided to take it upon myself to take out these horse archers, or at least distract them, because the rear of my infantry was pretty weak. I didn't want them to get shot in the back or anything like that, so I did what I could. Our Imperial Infantry crushed the Kusite Infantry. We were lucky that the enemy lord had invested a lot into horse archers, not that much infantry, because if we had lost the infantry battle, we had lost the whole battle there. Our infantry pulled through, and my little skirmishing with the horse archers kind of worked, I think. I like to think that way, at least. We achieved a pretty decisive victory, but of course, we were not done yet. That battle also gave huge amount of XP to our troops, and I was able to do some well-needed upgrades. And after that, I pretty much just sit in the Kusite land a little bit and wait for our next victim. We quickly find them, and the second battle begins.
Horsemen, attack now! Infantry!
I pretty much do the same tactic here. I keep my guys in a shield wall and wait for the enemy's infantry advance to keep our guys a little bit more shielded from enemy archers or enemy horse archers. Ah. So we're pretty much just killing their low-level armies that are trying to re-recruit in their homeland, which I think is a really good tactic. Ah! No, don't do it, mister! Thank you, infantryman. Which I think is a good tactic because it makes them not able to reinforce the big armies with like newer troops. Because even though, yes, these troops are lower tier, most of them, it would still matter in a huge fight. Like these amount of horse archers would matter in a huge fight. But in such a small fight like this, they don't really have a lot of value because there's not enough of them. You guys can actually just go into a fucking square. I'm super low, I gotta be careful. Our second battle was also a decisive victory, but either way, decisive victory or not, we still lost troops. So I tried to head back to the Southern Empire, and on our way, after 2 victories, the Crusade has made peace. Now back in the Southern Empire, we get some new recruits for our warband, and I'm also looking to get a wife. And the reason why is because you can get some wives that are pretty cheap in the game, compared to others. They can also act as new party leaders or just really, really good companions. And Siga is one of them. So it doesn't take long. We marry Siga. 31k, we'll take that. We also recruit 2 new companions, Lakalion the Silent and Dwayne the Golden. A little while after acquiring our new companions, the Southern Empire gets a pretty bitter defeat against the Northern Empire. Being on Balia they lost, I relinquish my mercenary contract with Ragea, and we see Garios of the Western Empire. We pledge our fealty to the Western Empire, and this is the end of our 100 days. How does the future look? Uncertain, but it doesn't end here. In the next 200 days, you will see the journey, the rise, the betrayal of our little warband here. The next 200 days start off with war on 2 fronts, and we decide to make Siga a new party leader. We then start to head west, where we then catch a caravan, and in that battle a one-on-one ensues. Now keep in mind I've been using spear this whole campaign and my two-handed and one-handed sucked, but I tried to make the best out of it and tried to level both of them in this duel. After being defeated in that 1v1 because I wanted to level up skills, we at least get the victory. We take all the goods from the caravan and then move on. With the newly acquired gear, we're able to sell it for around 60k gold, and I level up our companions, giving them better gear. The next 5 minutes, I was roaming the front line of both wars to check if any huge armies were coming to siege us. When all of a sudden, we get a courier from Blandia where they want to sue for peace and make us pay a fuck ton of tribute. Not that much later, there is a vote for this peace proposal, and the Empire votes yes. Now this kind of irked me because I saw this war as winnable. The war was very equal, but the whole empire voted for yes. This was a really bad first impression for me, but I decided to put it behind me and move on. I see a raid going on and I decide to help Popilia to catch these 2 battalions, and a battle ensues.
What do you want, stranger?
We should just rush in and we can let Popilia do whatever the hell she wants. Popilia can be the reserve. Now since we didn't have the option to really control Popilia's army, I only really had one choice, and that was to rush in, and I thought that would be the best because I maybe thought that they had a lot of archers, which they didn't, luckily. And since the enemy had more troops than us, I couldn't really take the risk of Popilia rushing in, losing all her troops, and then it's just me alone in some formation fighting the battalions. Scary. Oh, they have a lot of throwing shit. Oh my god. I'm gonna dodge everything I can, because they have a lot to throw. The enemy's armies consisted of almost pure skirmishing units, which kind of scared me, but I knew in the end that we would have a chance because we had mostly just infantry, which is a great counter to them, because the second that our heavy infantry hits their line and starts fighting, we will win. We took a spear right to the fucking collarbone. We've got to help our boys here in the fucking clash in the middle. Because I crave more action, I fought the archers and lost, as usual. But our tank army just mowed through the enemies and we quickly won that battle. Moving further into Battania, we see Ovagos being ambushed in a battle and we decide to help him.
Taking command. Attack! Yeah!
Fuck. Thanks, man. Holy shit. Thank you. The enemy was no match to our heavy infantry, and we quickly won with few losses. We quickly go to an adjacent castle to put our prisoners in, but the prison is full. On our way out, we see a huge army coming to siege the castle, and we go back into a defense. We could actually break out here, or no, fuck, they left. Okay, never mind. We can't do that. A friendly army had quickly come over to help, but quickly left before I could even make a decision if we're going to break out or not. This is the second time that I felt irked by the Western Imperials. Not long after, the siege started. Now, the defense of the castle consisted mostly of just the militia and then my troops. There wasn't really a garrison in the castle, so we had mostly just low-tier troops and some of my heavy infantry. So around 30% of the castle's troops were actually of higher tier, and we were outnumbered 2 to 1. We had roughly 200 units and they had 500 and something. Those fucking Battanians are crazy. Now, while I was up in the tower and shooting the catapult, I'm not too sure about this, but looking back at the footage, I think that our troops that stood to defend the doors, I think they actually opened one or two of the doors and started sallying out of the castle and fighting the enemy, which was not at all good, which means we kind of lose the advantage of actually defending. Come on, load faster, load. Come on, go. Our infantry should be slightly better than theirs. I'm just relying on infantry here. We gotta win this. We gotta fucking win this. Okay. Yeah, there's not many left at all there. You can shoot that last one yourself, brother. I'm taking this shit with me. We have people fighting inside the front door? This is kind of confusing. Oh, now they're coming on the other side of the wall. Our guys are sallying out of the fucking castle. That did nothing. Oh yeah, our boys are actually sallying out. That's crazy. At this point, we had lost what in my eyes should have been a victory. It was pretty sad. After that battle, we're held captive for a little bit. We then escape, and I go back to the Empire to recruit new units. This was a devastating loss. After we lost that battle, the Empire also lost the war and owed the battalion 608,000 gold with 610 tribute. At this point, I was pretty demotivated with the Western Empire and Gyarios, and I felt like they didn't know what the hell they were doing. So I actually decided to betray them and leave them. So we leave the vassalship under the Western Empire, and we go back to an old friend, Ragea of the Southern Empire, and we join them. With our army recently shattered, I recruit some more recruits. Then I battle some deserters, both Imperial and Sturgeons, to level up these recruits to make our army back to what it was. Well, you think you're better than me, huh? Think you're better than me, huh? Get him, boys. Come on, kill him. Get him. Smack him. I'll block him. Nice. Skipping some days forward, we are at war with the Northern Empire and have united me and Siga's parties. We go to help the siege of Fikayon. Where's the ballista? We need to take out those fucking catapults. I wanted to get on the ballista to shoot out their catapults. Figured out pretty quickly that I don't know how to use the ballista, but we did have a gift coming for us. Oh my god. Even though we fall in the siege, we quickly win because we outnumber them 3-1. After the Battle of Fikayon, the Northern Empire already surrenders, and it seems like they weren't that eager to actually fight in the first place. Wait, they're paying 4... Wait, the Northern Empire... Oh, because that war with the Vlandians as well. A little bit after that, we're plunged into a war against Aserai. We then fight Lord Thais, which was a pretty quick and easy victory. And with the spoils of that victory, we go back to Likaran and gear up. Getting some new gear for our lordly status. We got a dress to impress, baby. And while I'm in Zionica dressing up, I didn't realize, but we got a castle. That's right, we're generous with us after we won our first victory, and we got Lavenia Castle. I didn't even notice until later. And at this point, Kuzait has declared war on us, and the Northern Empire has declared war on us. So you're bearing peace offer from Aserai as a right at the court of your realm. Aserai will pay 2,480 tribute. I mean, that's not too bad. After a short war, we make peace with the Aserai, and we have gained a castle. So I head over to the east, unite an army, and chase an enemy army until they suddenly split up. And we get into a few battles. Oh shit, they disbanded. What the fuck?
Stop there. Who are you?
Oh, you're gonna die now, man.
Order! Soldiers! Sergeant! Yeah, yeah! Hear me! Sergeants, take command!
Let's try a new weapon here. Oh, we can use it as a spear as well. Okay, I love that, because some glaives you can't use as a spear. Right before this battle, I had bought a Kuzite glaive and an Aserai battle axe, and I wanted to try them out. Let's try the axe. We lost our axe. There we go. I'm gonna try to help you here. Oh, heads are falling off. Now this battle was quite a sweep. I mean, we outnumbered them. Now this battle was quite a sweep. We outnumbered them greatly. So we head to the next battle. I want to try the axe this time. We weren't really able to use the axe. I think the axe is better on foot, but I think the glaive is better on horse. I can see this axe fucking flourishing. Missed. Yeah, like this axe, even hitting with the handle, we do 16 damage. That's pretty decent. This axe isn't even one of the best axes. Now this battle was of course also a pretty landslide victory, but I was able to try out my axe and I liked it a lot. It drains stamina and knocks people off footing way more than the glaive, but glaive had better range, so I decided to keep both. After this battle, we move the army up to Erzinur Castle and we start to siege that. We're really starting to cleave our way through Kuzite. Just fucking get in there, boys. Oh, this is such a bad castle to ladder on. Shit. I'll just be fast. I regret my actions. We gotta wait. We can't be first up in here. Guys, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is everyone doing? We're all sitting at the top of the mountain there. Oh, they're going up there though. Someone managed to open the door. No, they opened the door. Fucking dumbasses. Hello. Guys, go in here. Go in here. Fuck, this is too many of them. And just lock your boys in there. Ow. The next like 10 minutes just me just keep hacking and slashing them, and we of course we take the castle, we win that castle, and we then also devastate the castle to get a higher war score, and this is the end of our 300 days. If you enjoyed the video, then press a like and maybe subscribe. I know chapter 2 is a bit weird and I might sound a little bit sick, might not be the best edited, and that is because I'm actually sick, so I apologize for that. Other than that, see you another time.